Bonjour, je m'appelle Malama. Ils sont maternité. Can I see a show of hand of how many people know a second language? Okay, also, can I see a show of hand of how many people want to know a second language? Today, I am here to explain to you guys why it is important and very beneficial for everyone to know a second language. There's actually more benefits to knowing a second language than just being cool, as many people would say for some reason. It's actually beneficial in both professional and personal aspects of our life. So with psychological improvements, actually, it will help students in multiple aspects of their life, including earning more money when they become adults. So that's like ka-ching. So who doesn't want more money? Also, they become better learners. So studies have shown that around the age of 3 or 4, much better, like kids at that age are much better at perceiving and nurturing new information because their mind is like so like open and they're new and they're just trying to like figure out things. That's why it's like good. I feel as though it would be good to teach kids in elementary school like a foreign language. Studies have shown that like we are usually taught grammar, spelling, basic math, and reading skills at such a young age. So I don't see why it will be a problem for like kids to learn a foreign language. Kids are going to be taught about different cultures, backgrounds. It'll expose like so many kids to new cultures different from their own. It will grow up more aware of people differences and accept them and how they are. Not only will they like learn new language, but also they can learn new games, food, and the lifestyles in different parts of the world. And when I tell you food is like a plus, chef kiss. From studies and testing, it actually shows that when a young child learns a second language, they seem to happen to perform better in their native language on a standardized test. So such as like our SATs, ACTs, just testings in general, what we have in school. Kids will be more motivated because they are actually at the age of where they seem to be in school and then enjoy it more. So obviously when they learn a new language, it'll be fun for them in a way. So that's like a huge plus because you don't want to teach a child something that's going to be a little complicated and you don't want to teach them at the point where they're not going to be excited with it because that's just going to draw them away from it. So it's actually better for our future in many ways. This will be actually wonderful for our country and others because the next generation of the world will be fluent in a second language, and it's better to be aware of other culture and the world as a whole. Now that we've talked about the psychological advantages and skills improvements that bilinguals have, there's also going to be medical benefits. So studies have shown that knowing multiple language has pushed off the disease of dementia, actually. So that's like a huge plus. Again, monolinguals, adults have an average about like at the age of 71.4 years old of developing Alzheimer's. I'm aware that most of you guys, well, I feel as most of you guys already know Alzheimer's and the concepts behind it. So the other study was that an average adult who speaks 2 or more languages will develop Alzheimer's at the age of 75.5 years old. Yeah, it's a few years like from each other's, but it's like probably 4 years or something. But in my opinion, I rather have the older age because like it's just in a comfortable way to know that, yeah, okay, if I know that I have multiple languages in my head, and then like when I get older, Alzheimer's can affect me probably at an older age instead of the younger age. I consider the 71.4 years old a younger age compared to the 75. And I know everyone does, to be honest. While also it helps medically, it will most definitely help in a professional background. So many ways that knowing a second language can and will help you in the long run. Reason why I say that is because when finding a job, it will make you more marketable. So that's like a huge plus. Did you know that if you speak two or more languages, it makes your resume stand out? It can like boost your chance at landing an interview. So reason why I'm saying that is, say that you're a person who speaks like English and Spanish, and then another person who applies for the same job as you only speaks English. The person who is watching your resume or who's like looking at your resume, they'll most likely land on a person who speaks on English and Spanish because it will benefit their job. It will benefit their like customer service, which will be a huge plus. So it will be like so helpful only to you as well as like the job itself. So where many companies are beginning to go global in order to accommodate, it would be best if an employee knew like a second language. It's going to be like an advantage of being able to communicate with foreign citizens, and it will also give you just the boost of like skills that your job is looking for. So yeah, that is mainly why knowing a second language would be good. So it's very important that like we get on top. It's already spoken with our governments, and people have like gotten to schools, like the community, parents always like forced, well, not say forced, but try their best to get their child or like school to open the ideas of starting a second language. Because if their child is already learning all this math, reading, writing, sorry, why would it be a problem to learn a second language? So in conclusion, we go to school to learn, to benefit things for our future. Knowing multiple languages helps increase and improve our memory, while also it allows us to learn to pay full attention and be also careful for longer periods of time. Since you are exercising your brain, it will cause you to like push diseases or decrease your chance of getting them. Although it may seem like a hard task or too much to handle, just remember in the long run, it will be beneficial and the best thing you could do for your brain. So I feel as though we should have foreign language be taught in school, and that's the reason why. Thank you.